In tonight's WGN Investigates, getting a multi-million-dollar company to pay up has been a challenge for a suburban man, even after winning a sizable lawsuit against the largest dairy company in the country at one point.
WGN's Lourdes Duarte walks you through what may keep him waiting even longer.
In 2019, Dean Foods shut down operations across the country and here in Illinois. But 3 years later, a trail of creditors are trying to collect money from the company, including a suburban man near Chicago. He says he can't work and owes thousands of dollars in medical bills linked to his work with the dairy giant.
Just come out here in the evening after dinner for a while.
Richard Jankowski spends a lot of time waiting for the fish to bite.
Bass, bluegill, catfish.
And his long-standing legal fight to wrap.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't even sleep at night. I just think about this all the time.
Back in 2016, Jankowski sued his former employer, dairy giant Dean Foods, alleging he was illegally fired after suffering serious injuries on the job.
It just took that long for them to figure out what was wrong with me.
His case went to trial, and in October of 2019, a federal jury ruled in his favor, awarding him more than $3 million.
So you think that, okay, there's going to be an end to this madness. There's going to be, all of a sudden, you're going to get your money and you're going to pay off all of your debt and everything is going to be a wonderful world.
But that's not what happened. Now, 3 years later, Jankowski and his wife, Patty, haven't received any money.
And not a dime.
Before we get to why, let's first explain how it all began. In 2002, Dean Foods hired Jankowski as a general dairy worker at the company's plant in Huntley.
Whatever jobs they needed you to do, you would do.
All was good until a year in, when Jankowski says he injured his neck and back.
And there's many people that got injured doing these types of jobs because it's a very hard, demanding job there, very physical. And everything you do there is heavy.
He ended up needing spinal fusion surgery, and though it took a while, Jankowski eventually recovered and returned to work. Fast forward a few years, he was injured again and had another surgery.
There's a bracket right here, and it has 10 screws holding it in place.
Doctors eventually cleared him to work with limits on how much he could lift. But Jankowski claims Dean's wouldn't let him return. And according to his lawsuit in early 2016, Dean Foods notified Richard that he was no longer its employee.
And they said, well, if you can't come back without, then we don't have a position for you.
Jankowski sued Dean's for illegal discrimination and failure to accommodate under the Americans with Disabilities Act.
I felt I had to, the way I was being treated.
He won his claim in court, but remember, nearly 3 years later, he still hasn't seen a penny. Here's why. A month after the verdict, Dean Foods filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection.
And unfortunately, he's been in line with all the other unsecured creditors since then.
Jankowski's attorney says that's a problem with the way bankruptcy law works. Claims like his are not prioritized.
That should be an elevated status. I mean, that should not be lumped in with the person who, cut the lawn the day before the bankruptcy.
This corporate bankruptcy expert says even when it's his turn to be paid, he may not collect his full award.
Keeping in mind that they're typically facing an incredible insolvency, which means in some instances they owe billions of dollars of creditors, and they have less than billions of dollars worth of assets to pay those creditors.
Yeah, that was a nice one, too.
Still, Jankowski waits, hoping justice will prevail and the money will eventually come.
That's our dream, just to get our money, pay off everybody we owe, and just live.
No comment from Dean Foods. By the way, last year, more than 14,000 businesses filed for bankruptcy. That means that there are others who could be facing Jankowski's same challenges. I'm Lourdes Duarte,